I wonder if at any point Eiffel 65 thought that they should have had this as their album cover. Blue da woo dee da woo die. Probably not. Brightest Blue is the fourth studio album released by Ellie Goulding, and we're going to review that here on Y.E.S. Ellie's always had one of those, I would say, niche type of vocals. She's definitely not a traditional pop vocal artist, but she pulls it off a lot better than some other artists who would have similarly labeled niche vocals, because I think she can actually carry an album. She's not just a feature artist. She does really great with collaboration albums, but she can do more than that. Whereas others, I sometimes struggle to see where people would find this amazing, or just they haven't been able to pull it off quite yet. Another review that's pretty late, but I really wanted to get to this because I just really like Ellie, and I really wanted to see what could I take from this album, because there's something about her voice that just kind of, fills a particular void emotionally, and I like that. Kind of getting into the spoiler alert already, we're going to talk about some things that she does well, but also some things that are kind of distracting, if I'm being honest. I'd say probably the first thing that I'm really not on board with is most of the features that she has in this album. She thankfully doesn't oversaturate it, but then again, this is also another large album. The first song, for example, Start, this features some artist named Serpent with Feet. I really like this song until the verse with this featured artist came in. I thought she was doing a pretty good job of just like bringing out a solid intro, and then it kind of just went, oh, never mind. It kind of just tipped over and just jumped over. But thankfully for the rest of the album, until really the end, she doesn't really have other featured artists continuing on, just staying on the same track. She's got a song called Worry About Me featuring Black Bear. Not really caring about this one all that much, if I'm being honest. Then we got two songs which have been radio hits, first being Close to Me with Diplo and Sway Lee, and Hate Me with Juice WRLD. Both of these songs, I can totally see the appeal to them, but I don't think that they bring out the best of Ellie's potential, so I'm not really head over heels for them. I think they're acceptable, but I don't want just acceptable, especially if you're going to sell to me that it's a radio hit. That's not what I want. Now, having said that, I think the best feature on here she has is with Love, which is the song Slow Grenade. I like this one a lot because she has a lot of playful vocals within the chorus and probably the bridge that leads into it, but it's kind of just going fast, stop, going fast, stop. I think it plays off really well. I think she has the innovation to make this song very, I guess catchy is just the traditional word to say. But as far as pop music goes, it is indeed a musical idea. She is showing that in this song. She does a similar thing with the song Woman. Just kind of more playful within the chorus, although this one's probably slightly more laid back than the one with Love. But you start catching on to the idea that, okay, she's got ideas and these ones actually work versus some other people who are maybe going to try to do the same thing. I would say probably the best solo pop song for Ellie would be the song Power. You just want the power. The power. It's just kind of easygoing. I think that we kind of need this, but we all recognize, there's something special in here, despite me not really needing to go, pump up the jam or anything like that. I think we just kind of need something like this. Then if you want to go easy, slow going, listen to the song New Heights. The last one I'd like to highlight is called Ode to Myself. This one is kind of more of an emo mood with kind of, I think I would describe it as plucking guitar. And this one I would describe more as an interlude, which I am usually not for, but there is a lot of emotional grip within this short duration of the song where I'm just like, oh, thank you. Wow. Just, breathe. Just enjoy that moment. And you long for it to be longer, but I don't end up being mad because it's too short. I end up thinking, it got across what it needed to. And maybe I wanted a follow-up, but it does follow up after Woman, which is a great song. Okay, so we've talked about features, we've talked about some of the pop singles. Everything else in here is, I don't want to use the word filler, but everything else is just kind of picky. A majority of these songs I think are fine. Musically, they work out overall okay. I just have little things with the rest of the songs in here where I'm just like, I can't recommend them as passionately as the ones I mentioned here. But despite saying that, I'd say Ellie Goulding seems to be on the right path. I think she may need to collaborate with other people moving forward. It's probably getting to that point where she needs to experiment just a little more, but she's not really overdoing her lane that she has been able to carve out for herself, and she is doing it very well. I think a lot of other people have tried to get in that lane, and I don't think that they're succeeding very well. The only person who I think is kind of close to that is Halsey. And even then, I think she kind of is trying to form her own as well. So, after having listened and reviewed this album, I'm going to give production a B+, I'm going to give creativity a C, I'm going to give expression and lyrics a C+, and how would I recommend this album? I'm going to give it a good. What it brings to the table, some really good songs, a lot of kind of just filler, but it sounds pleasant enough. And then a couple of pop songs and other features where it's like, it's alright, but yeah, just kind of there. I would strongly recommend the songs that I have highlighted here. Please do check them out and maybe you'll add them to your playlist. I think that they set a mood and I think that it fills something emotionally inside. At least for me, Ellie does that for me and I am grateful for that. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow me in my social media links down in the description below, and be sure to leave a like for the video as well as a comment down below if you want to engage with me. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.